Hey guys, Vincent here, and today we're gonna talk about German Navy rifles and bayonets. Throughout the 1700s, there was no real Prussian navy. During times of war, they would commandeer a few ships here and there, but a real navy only started to form after the victory against France in 1815. Although small when compared to other navies at the time, the Royal Prussian Navy started to grow fast, and after the unification in 1871, the now Imperial German Navy would become one of the largest naval forces in the world. During its time, the Prussian and later Imperial German Navy used a large variety of different rifles and bayonets, and this video is meant as an overview regarding this interesting topic, which is sadly often overlooked when talking about German rifles and bayonets. The first rifle that was somewhat used in large numbers by the Prussian Navy was the needle-firing Jägerbüchse 1854. Two orders were placed by the Navy in the late 1850s and late 1860s. Unlike the Jäger battalions on the land, the soldiers of the Prussian Navy really liked the odd ramrod bayonet design of the 1854. It meant that they didn't need a separate bayonet on their belts and would still be prepared for hand-to-hand boarding action. In total, the Navy ordered 1,348 Jägerbüchse 1854s. It would remain the standard rifle of all the sailors in the Prussian Navy until 1875. Interestingly enough, there are no surviving examples of this very rare rifle with original Jäger battalion unit markings. All rifles known today are Navy-issued ones. While the sailing personnel had their 1854 Jägerbüchse, the Prussian Marines had the 1841 needle rifle for a very short time, and then they were issued with the Fusilier rifle 1860 in 1862. All of the 1841 dry sea rifles were given to the naval artillery, and the Prussian Navy infantry, the sea battalions, used their trusted Fusilier rifles until the mid-1870s. The only other unit that used the 1860 Fusilier rifle were the two Werft divisions, roughly translated as naval dockyard divisions, and they would carry the 1860 needle rifle until 1884. Like the Fusilier battalions in the army, the Navy units used the Fusilier Seitengewehr 1860 as a bayonet to go alongside their rifle. In 1875, all the needle rifles, boarding pikes, boarding axes and cutlasses were taken away from the now Imperial German ships and got replaced with the Jägerbüchse 1871 and the Hirschfänger 1871 bayonet. The two sailor divisions, as well as the ship's boys unit, and much later the naval dockyard divisions, all were equipped with the Jägerbüchse and Hirschfänger 71. These weapons would remain in inventory with the Imperial German Navy and would later be reissued in the thousands throughout the First World War. When the sea battalion and the sailor artillery units switched to the rifle 7184 is not exactly known. The earliest mentioning of the 7184 in Navy service with the Imperial Naval Infantry is dated to 1892. Over 12,000 rifles were ordered this year. The then newly formed torpedo divisions were also equipped with the 7184 rifle. While most of these rifles were issued together with a short 7184 bayonet, the Hirschfänger 1871 was also used as a bayonet to go alongside the 7184 rifle. As far as I know, soldiers of the sea battalions were the only troops having fired the rifle 7184 in real combat before the First World War. This was during the Boxer Rebellion in 1900-1901. Together with a few colonial forces and guard units, the Imperial Navy troops were among the first German soldiers who got their hands early on the famous Rifle 98. In 1906, nearly the whole Imperial Navy was outfitted with the Rifle 98. Only the sailor artillery still had the 7184 in frontline service. This would change until 1913, and when the war broke out in 1914, the whole German Navy had 98 rifles. But due to the massive loss of men and weapons within the first few months of the war, the Navy had to give their rifles to the army and make do with their older 71 and 7184 weapons. The bayonets used with the Rifle 98 were either the S98 old or new pattern, or the S9805 old pattern. Alright guys, I hope you liked this quick overview video about naval rifles and bayonets. There will be another video coming about naval unit markings within the next few weeks. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, write them down in the comments or just send me a mail. My sources are at the end of the video if you're interested. And this leaves me with nothing else to say but I will see you guys in the next video.